Well, 8 weeks have brought us to this point. It is championship night here at AMX as we look to round out and crown a champion for the In Theory Motorsports Cross Car Series. Here at AMX, I am Frank Monak, joined, as always, with Mr. Anthony James. Anthony, you got expectations for tonight?
I am expecting high-class, superior driving from the top three in points tonight, as it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, points are tight, expectations are high. With about 3.5 minutes here left in practice, we're going to turn these guys loose here in a short while. 12 drivers makes up the field currently. Mm-hmm. If you're tuning in over at amxiracing.com, we got a few guys hanging out in the booth. Looks like Zach Drapkin over there, and looks like Sean Winkler's got his camera.
Like he's making sure his hair's in the right spot there. Gotta make sure he looks good for the camera, you know?
Yeah, but let's talk about it going into tonight, how it's all kind of shaping up. Pulling up the standings here. Sean Winkler's leading the field. Cody Winecki, 23 points, but as we've seen in the series, that's not much. And then Zach Drapkin up there as well. Any other notable drivers you're seeing that you think we should keep an eye on tonight?
You know, there is one driver that I'd say we should probably keep an eye on, and that is Brian Lockwood. Not Lockwood, but Lockwood. I think he can get it done tonight. He's not in the championship contender. He's not even a paid driver, so really fourth and fifth is really Chase and Nathan, but it is what it. But he's been playing a great part tonight in these season, and I think he's the one to watch for.
Yeah, there's a lot of good talent in here, and it's been fun to watch the driving throughout the season. People get, or our drivers get a good feel of these cars to where they're really running pretty competitive. Speaking of being competitive, another development here as well. Somehow I made it to the top of the fantasy leaderboard. That is a rare occurrence for me, but you are in hot pursuit with Nick, Eddie, and Dale.
Bud.
And so we have up until the main event. Tonight is the last night to get your fantasy picks in. Try to unseat me if you think you can. I'm looking forward to it. Otherwise, we got a couple other sponsors to thank who makes this happen. Of course, In Theory Motorsports being the title sponsor here. Just a Trim helping out over on the Pro 2 Light side. And then we also got Winecki Motorsports coming on board, a longtime sponsor of the league. And then we have Greer Motorsports as well. And then Refuse to Lift, putting on the media side of the house. And then BGM Racing, another longtime sponsor of AMX, with us pretty much since the beginning. And then Borshiner Sim Sports, huge shout out to him for helping out as well. So, Anthony, got about 30 seconds left here to go. Yeah, we're still sitting at 12 drivers, so a good field. Probably going to be 2 heats tonight. We don't have to worry about an LCQ. And then we'll go right into some racing. And I know fuel's always a challenge, so take me through kind of how the main event's going to look tonight.
So the main event tonight is going to be about 13 laps, caution lap 6. Kind of collect everybody together, single file. Everybody's going to take a pit stop. And then when they exit the pits, they're all going to get their exact same spot back, kind of like an Arca Menards pit stop. You're not going to lose any spots. You're going to get your fuel. You're coming back out, and we get back to going racing in the second half of the race.
Yeah, so we keep it pretty orderly here, and looks like over on the chat.
Hi, Josh. I'm here too, just so you know.
I was gonna say, got some names checking in. Always love to have you guys on board. Love your thoughts. Correct me if I'm wrong, because usually that happens a lot. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into some racing tonight as we bring up Heat 1, which looks like we're just gonna run everybody right now.
You know, I was thinking that right before I made the right before that going up. I was like, wait a minute. I think I screwed that up. That's
That's
all right.
all
It's
good.
whatever.
Well, run us through the
Well,
field.
starting on pole is Sean Winkler for the heat race of the Font Championship Nights. And starting in second, Brian Lockwood. In third, Jeffrey Latz. Fourth, Cody Winecki. Fifth, Chase Gare. Sixth, Nick Nowak. Seventh, Zachary Drapkin. Eighth, Eddie Partners. Ninth, Emma Flynn. 10th, Cody Harrelson. And 11th will go to Taylor Vandenbush. And rounding out the field is Nathan Metoxen.
Yeah, 4 laps will make it happen. As looks like most everyone is gridded. Looks like we're just waiting on Eddie to claim his spot there on the start line. And once that happens, we'll let him run.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat over there, who do you think's going to win tonight? Who do you think's going to take overall champion, too? Got two things going up for tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be Sean or Cody are my two bets. They've both just been so strong throughout the season. It's going to take a catastrophic failure for one of them to throw it away, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have noticed that in the second half of the year, Cody's been struggling a little bit, and Sean's been a little more consistent, which has helped him out. But I do believe it's going to come down to one of them two.
All right, looks like flag is in the air, just waiting for it to drop as the rev limiters come up.
Green flag.
$58 on Sean. All right. And we're green on the land rush. As anything can happen. Oh, we already got some crazy stuff happening as one car gets hooked, but they all get out of it. Oh, boy. 3-wide, a little bit of 3-wide action, but they all get out of it. That is probably the cleanest cross car start I've seen in a while. And I take that back. Well,
It was looking promising.
It was looking great. Unfortunately, Taylor got the bad end of the stick once again as we go into gravel pit as Lockwood looks to the outside trying to make any kind of ground. Zero side by side into Calamity Cars. Lockwood looked like he sent it in a little deeper than Metoxen there, but looks like Lockwood is able to get the position and gets a little loose on exit. Or tight, I mean. Because everybody's still trying to gather themselves and trying to feel these cars out for the first lap of trying to, avoid everybody and try not to cause mayhem right off the bat, Looks like Eddie Partners missed the start. That's unfortunate for him, but he will be able to get back out here in the main event later on. As Drapkin looks way down low on the inside there of Cowboys Corner as we look on board with him as he looks cool, calm, and very stressed in trying to control these cars going into Potawatomi Turn 1.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of driver inputs going in there. That is for sure.
As we look here with Brian Lockwood, is currently sitting third, as Chase Gare, kind of a surprise up there, is running second to Winkler. I did hear earlier that Chase did run a close-ish time to Winkler from what I heard, but I don't know if that's correct or not, but it looks like Toxin and Drapkin get tangled up in the Calamity Corner. As we go 3-wide, oh boy, oh Jill, there it goes,
Oh.
There it goes.
Poor Cody.
Cody has been sent out of the park. And unfortunately, our championship contender is now towards the back of the pack for this heat race. He's going to need to work his butt off to get all the way back up there in one lap.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I had his screen selected, Cody Harrelson's, and ready to bring him up. That would have made probably a lot of people sick watching him tumble through the air like that. But that's what I get for selecting him.
I feel like that would have been a good onboard, though.
Watching Brian Lockwood try to run down Winecki for third.
Looks like we had a battle for the lead up there, side by side. We were for about 2 seconds. Now we're about 2 car length gap there as Chase is looking and trying to do everything he can to get up to old Sean there. Sean has created quite a bit of momentum in this series as I think it's going to take Nick's nickname as Mr. Consistency, at least in these cars. As Chase is threw it in deep in that corner. Let's see what he can do down here if he's going to try and make a move. Throws way deep, gets the berm, side by side, but Sean's going to have the run on the outside.
Yeah, I think that was unfortunately enough to upset the vehicle enough where he just couldn't get a drive out of there, because I've never seen one of these cars turn that quick. That was almost on a dime.
Yeah, that I think he was surprised too. Gets a little loose right there. You can just tell that these guys are putting every kind of driver input into these cars to keep these things as straight as possible, as it is a handful.
Yeah, it looks like most everybody else out on the track is falling into line, kind of looking at the closest battle, which is a good one if there's going to be a battle up here for the lead.
Absolutely, and it is very interesting watching these guys out here right now, that the amount of different lines that are being taken between first, second, and third. Cody and Sean, they're running about the same line, but it looks like Chase is running about a 2 or 3 car length difference in line compared to them two. As we're right on board here with Sean Winkler as he takes Cowboys corner for the final time in the heat race number 1. Hey, that is a nice shirt he's got on. Racecraft. Anyways, looks like Cody Winecki has caught Chase Guerra back there. Let's see if he can do anything in the last couple of corners. As we go through the barn corner. 1 car length separates Chase and Cody. Will Cody send it in deep or will Chase block? Cody tries to go down a little deeper, but he runs his normal line to try and get that run out of the corner. Who's going to get it coming into the Calamity corner? Is Cody going to try and make a move? He does, and he had to get on the binders pretty quick as Chase shut the door as Sean Winkler takes the win. Chase Guerra second, Cody Winecki third, Brian Lockwood fourth, Taylor Vanderbush fifth. Rounds out top 5. Nathan Toxin, Jeffrey Latch, Emma Flynn, Zachary Jobkin, and Nick Nowak will round out the field. Cody Harrelson and Eddie Farnes in the pits.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for them. Cody was looking good. Was definitely carrying the speed. So with that, we'll go ahead and let them do some warm up. And while they do that, we'll sit back, watch a recap of the last couple laps of round 8, and make sure you get those fantasy picks in. We'll be right back for the main event here.
Podiums in a row of third place finishes.
I guess I should start listening when you talk to me.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just another guy talking over here as we look at Cody Harrelson trying to hold off Drake McTagg for the final few laps here. As Cody has had a rough night of people kind of door banging against him, and somehow he gets a jump and bad contact out of there as Drake McTagg is now off the track. Not sure what happened there. There was a lot of contact. As we look at Chase now, trying to salvage another top 10 at this point. Eddie, we've missed him for the last couple of weeks, and he's just trying to get back into the groove. As we got a nice little battle in front of him between Connor Berry and Jeffrey Lodge. So looking back up here. Dropkin. Let's see how he's doing, huh?
Let's check in with Drapkin.
Hey, his feet's coming in better this time, so he's doing good.
Yeah, definitely focused. You can tell he's just focused on hitting hitting his marks. And we got one up in the wall back there. It looks like that's Connor Berry's dropping. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but as you can tell, that these cars, they got a lot of wheel play in them because you're constantly fighting it to try and keep them straight. But yeah, it looks like he's kind of lost a lot of ground to Sean there in the last couple of laps. I'm sure Zach is just happy as all get out to be where he's currently at right now. As we go taking the white flag here in round number 8. Sean Winkler has a comfortable 2-second lead as Sean has been absolutely smooth and on the rails all night long.
Yeah, Drapkin having a good night as well. Brian right behind him. Although Nathan really wants that podium spot, and he's quickly running out of time to do it.
Oh yeah, he's having a good night. He's definitely needed a good race night. As Sean comes in through the whip section, through the final corner of the track, coming down the hill here for the final time this race, and he will take round number 8 win, followed by Zachary Drapkin, Brian Lockwood, Nathan Matoxin.
Well, that was just like any other race we've had this season. A lot of excitement, a lot of fun. And Anthony, I'm just excited to wrap it up here. Sounds like AMX has some big things kind of happening in the future. So definitely stay tuned for some announcements coming your way. And the best way to stay in touch is to download the AMX app from the Google Store. If you're over on iPhone, go ahead and save that to the homepage. You can get notified when we got races going up, series, and check out results and all that fun stuff. And then if you're over on the AMX iRacing.com page, you can also tune in to the live stream there. We have the live timing and scoring, and all the drivers. You can watch their feeds. Some are showing cameras, others are showing their onboard. So we got a lot of fun infrastructure over there, and watching Cody put down a pretty good lap right now. Hopefully he's able to overcome what happened to him in that heat race. But I got about 30 seconds left. If you have not, like I said, get those fantasy picks locked in, and I think it's going to be an exciting race. And I don't know about you, Anthony, I'm ready to crown a champion.
I am too, and there's quite a bit on the line. Well, I mean, we kind of dropped the ball a little bit, I will admit to everybody, about announcing the payouts, but we got it announced finally today, and yeah, we got a good little system out there going for them, and we'll see how everything goes, as the champion will take home $50. So we'll see how things go. And Frank, in the fantasy lineup, I am so confident I'm not even going to touch it.
Yeah, it's like I said at the beginning, it feels like it can be anybody's race. And speaking of race, it's time to roll them on out.
The final race of the season. Starting on pole for the championship night is our points leader, Sean Winkler. In P number 2, it's Chase Gare. In third, Cody Winecki. Fourth, Ryan Lockwood. Fifth, Taylor Vandenbush. Sixth, Nathan Matoxin. Seventh, Jeffrey Latch. Eighth, Emma Flynn. Ninth, Zachary Drapkin, who's got a lot of work tonight. 10th, Nick Nowak. And rounding out the field in row number 2 is Cody Harrelson and Eddie Barnes. Let's see if Eddie made it tonight. Well, it looks like he is on the grid. Missed his heat race, so we'll see how he does from the back.
Yeah, and to point out, I know it showed 13 laps, but as you pointed out earlier, only 11 of those will be competitive because we have to do the scheduled fuel stops. So just be aware that timing and scoring will show 13 laps, but that's pretty much just factoring in that extra one for them. Otherwise, we'll take a pause halfway through, let them restack, and race to the finish. Looks like we're just waiting on Brian to claim his spot out there, and should be gridding up here momentarily.
Looks like we got someone picking Sean to take it all tonight, and Sean again. Sounds like Sean's the one to go for. All right, here we go. Looks like we're about ready to go here soon.
Yep, flags up in the air.
And
Green flag.
we're off. Green, green, green. Doesn't look like we had any jump starts as well.
Always a good sign.
As everybody gets
Oh,
through. Oh,
early
just as I was about
contact.
to say something, we got a wreck right in the middle of the field. Everybody else gets out there good. Zachary Drapkin, Sean Winkler, and Cody Winecki, your top 3 in points, all got out of there. Sean and Zach are Team Racecraft going to try and break away from the field. As Taylor Vandenbush had a little bit of a rough heat race, but he's got back up to 3rd place there. Now he's going to try and see what he can do as Cody Winecki looks to his inside going into Calamity Corner. Side by side, Chase Gare is right there also. There's Cody Harrelson. Don't count him out. If he can keep that thing straight, he can be right up there with them all. Taylor looked like he had to kind of get on. Oh, Chase and Taylor can make contact, but they're good.
Yeah, Taylor able to recover. Look at there, Cody Harrelson up. He's wasted no time, up 5 positions from where he started. Although Drapkin's up 7
from where he started. Well, who wants that hard charger? Who wants $5 for a hard charger, huh?
Yeah, it's one of the someone's walking away with money one way or another.
Hey, Drapkin, if he needs to make one more spot to completely secure it, that way he can, come home with a little bit more money than he's getting,
Yeah, we'll just watch Drapkin as he tries to.
The look of determination.
Yeah,
and the want to win.
Yeah, he's doing all he can to make sure Sean doesn't get out too far ahead of him.
Look at that wheel play, almost 180 out. Just trying to keep that thing straight. As everybody kind of single file right now, as they try and once again to kind of feel each other out and kind of set themselves up probably for the second half of the race. Because that's where the magic's going to happen. And you're all good, Carol. You haven't missed too much so far. As looked like Taylor goes way wide. And it looked like Taylor and Emma Flynn made contact as Emma loses a few spots right there.
Yeah, I saw her dropping in the timing tower. Hopefully able to bounce back from
Chase
that.
Garrett looking to the inside of Cody Winecki for 3rd. Cody will be able to get the run out of the corner there. Now Chase is going to try and set up and try and get what any kind of draft that he can get. Looked like Cody early on had a couple little bobbles here and there, but looks like he's kind of settled in and starting to feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's just kind of studying the track right now, just trying to figure out where they can make up time, especially in the second half of this race. Because once you bring the field back together, it's going to happen quick.
Absolutely. It does look like Chase is a tickle faster than Cody, but right now you also just you're watching the guy in front of you and learning from them to see what their line is doing, I believe, and then you're going to try and attack that later on.
We'll hang out on board with Cody Harrelson for a moment. Currently running 7th. He was up a little bit. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Zach Drapkin, but he's still running well. I know he fell there for a moment as he kind of got ugly back there, but
yeah,
he's running pretty decent times. 1:18:02 is his best. Although Sean Winkler 1:16:98 is hard to beat, I am not gonna lie.
Currently, the fastest lap goes to Chase Garrett with a 1:16.561 that last time by.
Ooh.
Frank.
Yeah, they're scooting. Got a battle back here, Eddie, and looks like that is Nathan, the Toxin.
It did show earlier that Eddie did have a meatball flag, so he might be running with a little bit of damage, but he's still out there competing and trying his best.
We're right on board with Eddie for a moment as he tries to answer back for Nathan's pass. Although it looks like the rear end getting a little loose on him, but
yeah, he wasn't sure if he was going to make this race from work tonight, but thankfully he was able to get home. He did miss the heat race, but he's still out there trying to have some fun.
Yeah, the main event's where it matters.
Here, though. Absolutely. It looks like Chase has lost a little bit of ground on Cody, but let's see what he can do in the later stages as Cody Winecki looks like he's starting to reel in Zachary Drapkin. As everybody looks like they're all separated by about 4 to 6 tenths. Here's a cool shot.
Yeah, that is 3 very determined drivers trying to run you down. That is what that looks like.
Hey, it's really hard. You can't hurt yourself in the virtual racing. It's more of the wrists that get hurt more than anything.
I was gonna say, was it you who ran into someone with a direct drive and ripped it out of their hands?
Yeah, Taylor ran into Sean in a club race that one day, and without any warning to Sean, and ripped it right out of his hands and hurt his wrist a little bit.
Yeah, we heard about that one for a few days.
Yes, we did. That's all right. We got on Taylor for it.
We'll jump back up front.
Looks like we're about to come to a competition yellow this time by. Let's see. It looks like Chase has lost quite a bit of ground, but Cody has definitely caught these guys. Let's see if Cody has anything for them in the second half, as this is shaping up to be a fantastic race, I believe.
Yeah, the drivers who I expected to be out front are out front, and they are just leaving it all on the track. That is for sure.
Absolutely. These are the 3 drivers that are currently 1, 2, 3 in points as well. As we come to competition yellow this time by.
So at this point in the race, we'll let everyone get their fast repair if they need it, gather back up, and that's right, we do have the scheduled pit stop. So once we slow up and gather the field, we'll come in, grab some fuel, and get ready for the second half here.
Hey Frank, would you like to talk to somebody?
Hey, we got anyone ready to go?
I think we got a person in 3rd place or 4th place here.
Oh, we got Chase.
Yeah, we got Chase Garrer up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, sir?
I got ya.
Frank really wanted to talk to you, so we just kind of wanted to see how things are going. It looked like you were right up there with them, and looked like you're starting to fall off there towards the last couple of laps right before competition yellow. You think you got anything for these guys in the second half?
It's probably going to take some mistakes up ahead of me to make it happen. These guys are all fast and consistent, so yeah, I just started making a couple more mistakes toward the tail end of that first half, but I'll just clean up a little bit. All it takes is to just be side by side at the right time, and someone to make a mistake to get around, so we'll see what we can do in the second half.
Awesome, and good luck in the second half, and hope to see you in the booth later on, huh?
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Hey, I found somebody else if you want to talk to him.
Bring them on in. The more the merrier.
All right, here you go, Frank.
Oh, Mr. Cody Harrelson.
How we doing, fellers?
I am doing well. You are look like doing pretty well. Up 6 positions from where you started this race. Any lessons learned? Any spots you can see maybe kind of tighten it up as we start kind of the second half here of this race?
Just gotta fix up a few little mistakes that I've made, and I think I can maybe gain another spot or two here. Maybe have a shot at the podium, but just can't show them any mercy, and got to keep that car under me.
Yeah, well, from what I'm seeing, you're running really well. I know you went for a fun tumble there in the heat race, and I was getting ready to switch to your onboard, so I feel partially responsible for that. But we're definitely rooting for you up here, and I am actually getting really excited to call the Pro 2 Light action after this race with you. So good luck out there, and we'll let you get ready to go green.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right, looks like the field is coming on back out to the track. We'll get ready to turn them loose here.
Absolutely. You know what I gather from both of those drivers?
What is that?
I gathered that they both need to clean up a little bit of mistakes that they've been making, and they think they are able to maybe possibly move up in the field a little bit. And I do believe that I think both of them can maybe have something for these guys in the second half of the race. What do you think?
I think you're right. I'm definitely going to be looking at Cody. I know he's low in the points mainly because he's been the victim of bad luck and some self-inflicted penalties as far as accidentally removing yourself from the server. But make no mistake, in practice, when I watch him, he is quick. And I think he'll definitely finish up in the top 5 as long as he can stay out of trouble. I have no doubts about that.
Absolutely. Now we're going to pace around the entire track, and then once we get to the 2 little jumps over there on the other side of the track there, we're going to go back green flag. As we get to the Delaware Delphile restart, that is where the leader is out front on his own, and second place gets to choose inside or outside, and everybody else is in their respective order. What is it? Odds right, evens left, I believe?
Odds left, evens right, I believe.
Thank you. I always get those backwards.
Although
first half of the race is done. Anybody in the chat that's watching, who do you guys think is going to win after seeing how they performed in the first half? Or who do you guys think is going to improve the most from the back of the field to the front of the field in the rest of this race?
Yeah,
I think Brian might have something, my friend. He may be dead last right now, but I think he's going to move up quite a bit after this.
Well, the last few races, he's run really, really well. So, again, probably the victim of circumstance because he's got the speed to run up front. He has displayed that time and time again.
He currently has, 1:16.6, so he has the third fastest time right now? So, fourth fastest time right now, so he's running top 5 time speed.
It's just a matter if you can get through the field cleanly before these guys spread back out.
And we're in the restart zone. He waits a little later in there, and we're back to green flag racing action. As Sean has opened up the gap to about 2 or 3 car lengths on Zachary Drafkin, as Harrelson is in the wall. He's getting turned in the middle of the field.
God, poor Cody just can't seem to get out of his own way, and I don't know if that came around on him, and just kind of the driver behind him just didn't have anywhere to go. But he's just had rough luck this entire season.
He has my luck. I'll just say that. As Drafkin is all over Sean's bumper. I think Drafkin wants to try and get another win in this series as Chase looks to the inside. Gets a little loose on next. Cody gets really loose as Taylor moves into fourth place. As all these little bumblebees out here are kind of all jockeying for position as they're all side by side after this restart, trying to get every position they can. As Brian is up from 12th to 7th now on that restart.
Looks like he might be bringing teammate Emma Flynn up with him. So he's probably going to show her the way, and she's had a very good season as well.
Absolutely.
A very consistent driver.
I was going to say, she's had a very good and consistent season for her rookie season with AMX. as Cody tries to look to the inside of Taylor. But right now, if Cody wants any sort of chance at this championship, he needs something. I hate to say it, he needs something to happen to old Sean Winkler up there, but no one wants to wish that upon him. As right now, Sean has I believe he has the extra bonus points for leading the most laps right now too.
Yeah, but not much has changed with Zach Draken and Chase Greer right behind him. It's these three are just glued to each other.
Absolutely. Zach looks to the way inside. Chase had to get on the binders. Now Zach is starting to look for anything he can do to get these guys.
Sounds like he needs an extra gear.
I was going to say, I think they need a taller, bigger rev limiter there. Bigger chip. As looks like Drapkin is able to reel him back in. These two are teammates, but will they be teammates in the closing laps here when things are all said and done?
Check on the onboard here with Zach. As he shows us what right looks like.
No, there is one other factor that we forgot to mention about this race there, Frank.
What is that?
Remember on Wild Horse, where drivers just mysteriously blew up?
Oh, yes, we did stress test the engines, and we found out that can actually play a part in this series. If you do not take care of your engine, that could come into play.
I just remember that, and that might come into a factor later on, but I don't think it will, as looks like Chase has caught Drapkin and Sean, but they're both doing their best to keep old Team AMX right there in their review mirrors.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on these two for sure. It looks like some movements being made back here between Eddie Farnes and Taylor Vanden Bush. Those two going at it.
Absolutely. Taylor looks passed by Eddie, but he makes the pass back as they come exit the Calamity corner. As Taylor looks to try and track down Brian Lockwood for at least a top 5 finish, as Emma Flynn looks to the inside of Eddie. As we look back up here, as nothing's really changed, they're still in the same, but we have a new player in the picture of Cody Winecki has tracked these guys back down after having a rough restart. Zach again looking to the inside. Sean shuts the door, gets loose. Chase is also trying to shut the door on Cody, trying to keep his momentum back there as he tries to secure a podium position for this race. They almost make contact up there for the lead, and we got Cody's going to try to look to the outside. He's giving him a nice little push. He's there. I believe he has got to the outside, but he's going to try and do the old over-under on him. He's there. Slide up. Does he get the position? No. Oh, contact between them two. Oh, that was a checker flag. That's my bad. Sean Winkler wins. Jack Drapkin second. Cody Winecki third. Chase Garrett fourth. Brian Lockwood fifth. Taylor Vanden Bush sixth. Eddie Farnes seventh. Jeffrey Latch eighth. Emma Flynn ninth. Nathan Patoxin 10th. Nick Nowak 11th. And Cody Harrelson round out the field 4 laps down. I was so into that. I completely didn't pay attention to the laps. That is completely my bad.
Yeah, it was clicking down there very quickly there at the end, and I'm sure there's some celebration happening right now.
Well, real quick, Frank, do we bring him in the order of where they finished in points, or do we bring him in the order they finished for the race?
I will let you make that call. I'm going to quickly hop on this screen to my left and see if I can't get some updated unofficial points to see kind of where we all stand. So, Anthony, I will let you kind of take charge here and let me know when we got some people ready to talk.
All right. Well, currently they're still doing donuts over there, so we'll give them a couple minutes to celebrate.
Yeah, I feel like they earned it.
I do believe so too. All right, we got one in the waiting room. Sorry for the downtime, everybody, but I think that was an excellent race. Second half of the race, I thought it looked like Chase and Dropkin were trying everything they could to throw at Winkler to try and do something, but just was not in the playing cards. Am I thinking are the points the same as what they were before the night so far, Frank?
Still working on getting those updated. I'll let you
Okay.
go ahead and drag someone in, and I'll keep working on that and let you know.
All right. As we are here with third place driver sneaking around Chase Garrett at the end, we got Cody Winecki. You guys in the booth?
Yep. How's it going, guys?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. It looked like the start of the race, you had a little bit of an issue. You had to drive back up there. Then the second half, you had another issue. You had to drive your way back up there. Do you think if you had a little bit of better starts in both halves, do you think you might have had something for Sean and Zach?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just could not nail the starts. Both starts, I was like dead last, but it's all right. I worked my way up and then fell back down, and then worked my way back up again and got around Chase, and then looked at it. Looked like I cut him off on the player's flyaway, but no harm. He finished fourth, and it was just a good battle all around.
Absolutely. It looked like right there towards the end, you snagged the fastest lap from Chase. So you also got the fastest lap award. There's no money towards it, but hey, you got bragging rights. But congrats on a awesome season. I believe you're second place in points for the season overall. And what are your thoughts on how the season went for you?
I'm happy with second. I mean, I know I have some wheel failures every now and then, but to come hold down second place, it's worth it, you know.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Cody, on I believe second place in points and third place on tonight's race, and looking forward to seeing what you can come up with in the trucks later on.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. This league is always a blast, and love going back and watching the broadcast. I want to thank Channel 199, Racecraft, Track Racer, Players Racing, my wife for letting me do this, and just overall, thank you guys.
Awesome. Congrats. And that was Cody Winecki finishing third place tonight's race.
And Anthony, I do have some updates for you. Looks like as unofficial points come in, it's going to be Sean Winkler with the series championship. And then behind him, you were correct, it is Cody Winecki. And then we got Zap Drapkin in third. Brian Lockwood will secure fourth. And Chase Gear will take fifth. So that is the top five unofficial series standings for the series. So I will let you grab whoever is ready next that you want to bring on in.
Bring in second place in the race driver.
Let's do it.
Here we are. We got Zachary Dropkin here finishing second place in tonight's race, third place overall in points. How's it going, my friend?
Well, we could have had it, but we played it smart. I knew that I couldn't take him out and get the win at all in points, so it would have been a really dirty pass, but I'll take a second here at Crandon for tonight. It's okay, but Pro 2 Light, game over.
Hey, I know in the Pro 2 Lights you're looking for 3 in a row in the fixed Pro Lights, so let's see. I'm excited to see how you do.
I think it'll be good. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we've got the edge here. I think it's going to be a good one. Just gotta keep my head together and push it on. We figured out a line halfway through after the race, after watching another racer do it, and Actually, I watched Chase do it, and I'm like, that line worked out pretty good. So I tried it down low, and I think I made it work, but there's no way to do it clean. So I know that won't work in the Pro 2 Lite. So we just got to carry some momentum and bring it home.
Absolutely. And it looked like in this race, you got a great start. You're able to get behind your teammate there. And there looked like there's a couple areas there where you were faster at him, and it looked like you were trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at him to try and keep it clean. But overall, it looked like a fantastic race between you three, and until Chase had a little bit of oopsies with Cody. But, everything's good. Everybody came out clean, and it looked like you had a pretty good season, huh?
Yeah, I gotta say that was kind of close to the buggy actually, just a little bit the pro buggy because usually when you chase them on the buggy you go that much farther in the corner every time and you make up room. And every time I saw Sean brake, I would brake just a little bit later every single time, just getting a little closer. And I was like I could do it here, but it was gonna. I know with how small these cars are, if you bump someone, they're dead. They're just dead.
Yep.
So it wasn't worth it. I got as close as I can get. We had a good race, and Sean proved the point. He won it for a reason. He's definitely one of the fastest out here, and he put it on a good one. But I gotta have to do something here for Pro 2 Lite because I gotta defend my crown.
There's a lot on the line for you, and as you have won 4 Pro Late Championships so far, but or 3 in a row, I should say, and you're looking for that 4th one with the open one in there as well. But congrats again on 2nd place and 3rd place overall. And you got any friends, family, sponsor you want to thank on the season and tonight?
I do. I got a whole bunch of people that back me, especially the Racecraft Academy group. Sean, Cody, Josh, putting the whole team together. Redline Oil, Signature Propellers, Competitive Edge Performance, Weddle Industries, Sign Pros, Ebco, McMullen Transaxle, Skydive Elsinore, CBR Radiators, and realistically all you guys for putting on a great stream. I love watching the broadcast afterwards and putting on this fun league. This is a blast. I love coming here on Tuesday nights and throwing down with the bros. So it's always a good one, and we always look good doing it. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you. And looking forward to seeing you in the Pro Lights.
Thanks, guys. We're going to go for it.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Well, while we get ready to speak to not only our race winner, but our championship winner, let's take a quick look at tonight's results, how they came across. Like we pointed out, Sean Winkler, we spoke with Zap Trapkin, Cody Winecki up on the podium as well, Chase Gear. And then we have Brian Lockwood, Taylor Vanden Bush, Eddie Farnes, Jeffrey Latch. He down to 8th. And then we have Emma Flynn, Nathan Metoxen, Nick Nowak, and Cody Harrelson. Unfortunately, not able to bounce back from that second round contact. So with that, let's go ahead and introduce tonight's winner. I'll go ahead and grab him. I'm a little trying to get caught up.
All right, I'll bring him down, but I'll let you do the talking.
Oh boy. Blizzard. Well, I know that entry. We got the man. I was pulling for you. I knew it was coming, and you proved me right. Thank you for all those bonus points in the fantasy. And
yes, my man, you got my PayPal, you got my Venmo. You know what to do.
I have a field invoice.
Make you look like a winner, Frank. I had to make you a winner tonight.
At least I can win at something. But hey,
you're number one in my book.
Take us through the whole series. From this is the first time. AMX has run the cross cars, a first there, then also a first with Wheatland. Just how'd you put it all together in a spectacular season?
A lot of luck, some extra racecraft, I guess, and just keeping my foot down and keeping the car pointed straight. I don't really know how I did it. It's all just kind of sinking in right now, but it's been an amazing season, a super fun league. All the guys were really competitive, and you couldn't sleep on anybody here. All these guys bring the heat, and you got to be at your best on your A game to get to the front here. So I was glad to be able to get this done and get this inaugural championship in the books. Happy to take one home for the Racecraft Academy guys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, I know I'm definitely excited to see what you got in the Pro 2s coming up here immediately following this. Any advice you have to people looking to get into cross cars or kind of learn to get a feel for these things? Because you definitely watching you throughout the season, there's a feel that started to develop, and I can see the control start to come in, especially
Yeah.
after those first couple rounds. Just curious if you got any advice for people looking to hop in these and try to do what we do.
Just get in the car and start driving. And you're going to make mistakes. You're going to screw up. Try to get around some fast guys. We offer coaching, so we can help if you need it. Yeah, I mean, you just got to get out there and drive the car. Try to be up a gear higher than you think, because it's pretty torquey little motor, so it can help you. It can really dig out of the corners. So you don't really want to rev it out in the corners. Let it dig a little bit, but keep the thing straight, because if you don't give it enough gas, you're going to understeer and push in the corner. If you give it too much gas, she's going to rotate on you, and when it rotates, you lose so much time once you get straight again. So just keeping this thing as straight as possible probably is the name of the game here. And then managing jumps. I mean, Wheatland, those whoops there are, I can't even explain how to go through them. You just kind of got to pray, close your eyes, and just survive. But everywhere else, yeah, just keep that hammer down and just keep driving it forward, kind of drive it on throttle. So they're fun. Get in the cars, come out here, join AMX, come drive the leagues, come race with us, and we'd love to have you out here. It's fantastic. Dirt road is literally the best racing on iRacing service, hands down. So if you're not driving dirt road, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Get out here, come do it. Yeah.
Words to live by, Sean Winkler
Yeah.
here. Anyways, all right. Well, I'll let you get ready for the Pro 2s. Like I said, I'm looking forward
All
to having you put on a show there as well.
I'm going to do my best. Thanks, Frank. Thanks to Racecraft Academy and Real Broker, Next Level Racing, and Pimax here, and all the friends and family out there that are watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was a good show for you. Can't wait to watch this one back. Again, thanks to the AMX crew for putting on a fantastic league. Fun first league for the Cross Cars. I can't imagine you're not going to do this again. I hope you do, because it's super fun. And yeah, thanks,
They'll be coming
Anthony.
back.
And yeah, can't wait. Yeah, well, we'll see you out there in the trucks, Anthony. Can't wait to see you out there. And yeah, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Well, while we wrap it up here, like we've been saying, we're going to go ahead and roll over and get ready for the
All
Pro
right.
2 lights here. And so definitely stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll be a good show. Anyways,
See
Anthony,
you guys
thank
all in the
you
next one.
so much for hanging out with me, and good luck out there.
Thank you.